pick names and take casts.
Perfect.
Hi there, Reject Nation. I'm Greg Alba.
I'm John Humphrey.
And I'm Katrina Alicia. Oh, fancy.
So this video came out a while ago, and we're finally watching it today. I can't tell you how many times I got blown up with questions about why we haven't covered it. We just didn't. But now we're doing it right now. Because Katrina's here.
Oh boy.
And we need a video to get views if we have a guest. You know how it goes.
Getting us in gear.
Shouldn't reveal the behind the curtains too much. We're gonna
steal your show.
We're gonna watch how it should have ended. Avengers Endgame
right.
edition.
Yes.
Oh, good. That's a tall order.
This comes from top reward tier patron Lance Dorr, who's in Canada right now. As of filming this, he is actually traveling all of Europe with his family, cheating on his girlfriend.
Wow. While she's with him.
I mean, yeah. Well, he's messaging me. That was a mistake on your end, Lance.
Oh, wow.
If you want me to cut this out of the video, you gotta double your pledge.
He's blackmailing you now. Yeah.
Screw it. We're in the past.
What are you doing here?
I made out with your niece in the future. I'm really sorry.
What?
Oh my god.
Schmaug. I love it.
That was your niece in the future.
Everybody's gonna be copying that Marvel.
Right when the camera went by. What are the odds?
He knows. Thanos knows. Oh no, I'm being captured. If only I had a device that would allow me to magically escape back to my own time. Oh, right.
Oh my gosh, Thanos! Nebula has escaped.
You guys.
Whoopsies.
Oh.
I'm gonna do it.
Aw.
Let me die.
No, I should be the one to go. Let me.
You have kids.
You are way more attractive.
I never get to do anything important. Let me jump.
Guys.
No, let me.
Guys. I grew weary of listening to your argument. Actually, I grew weary of pretty much everything about this whole place. I have been here so many years. I am bored out of my mind. I will jump. I shall give you the stone.
Really?
Yes, I will do it.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I love you.
That is all I needed to hear!
You know, character-wise, that makes some sense.
You know?
Well, all right then.
Guys,
Clever.
I think it worked.
Whoa!
Are they dead?
No, mighty Thanos. Sensors indicate 0 casualties.
Really? What the farts, you guys? What kind of missiles are we using here? Shoot them again and do it right this time.
Yes, my liege.
Yeah.
The man with a fat wallet.
Some guy with a patriotic shield.
He's sitting there, and he doesn't have any Infinity Stones. Let's kill him properly this time. You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me. I thought by eliminating half of talk too much. What? Worthy good to
No, worthy.
Oh my god. Whoa!
Yes.
Up in the animation.
I love it.
You get it. You have a lot of heroes.
Excuse me, 1 second, Mr. Captain.
Mirror dimension! Oh, come on. Slingering and cut. Yes! Wong!
Whoa.
I don't know how you're gonna get through all of that.
Honey, I just blew up his entire ship all by myself.
Don't worry, she's got help.
Okay, ladies, now let's get informed. Oh, sorry. I don't really need your help. But thanks, girls. You all look great. Follow me.
inevitable. I am Groot. I am inevitable. I am Groot. I am inevitable. I am Groot.
What? How's it feel? Like it belongs to someone else. It doesn't. Thank you. There's just one more thing. What's that? So, unless you're a plane or a bomb or some ice or a brainwashed buddy or a Spider-Man or Tony Stark or a version of yourself or just plain Thanos. Please stop. Then you don't necessarily have to yield. Are you done now? I could do this all day.
Oh, here we go.
All right.
It's okay, Tony. You can rest now.
Can't somebody do something? Is there a doctor in the house? If only there was a device that could reverse things that were damaged. Okay, fine. You just wanted to see me die, didn't you? I'll never tell. So you used time travel to save the Earth and someone special who died.
Yep, and Cap put back the stones, and we all lived happily ever after.
Well, everyone except Natasha. She still died for the Soul Stone.
Oh yeah.
That's true.
Who's Natasha?
What do you wonder? Why is Natasha?
There's gotta be a way to save her, right? Nope, she's gone forever.
That seems stupid.
You have a time machine.
I mean, yeah, guys, we can just go back in time before Natasha died and then bring her here.
Sounds like John Bailey.
Apparently. What are we waiting for?
I think that was John Bailey.
Wait. You don't make it.
Huh?
Yeah, you die. Yeah, so come with us.
Okay.
What just happened?
Now Black Widow lives!
Yeah!
I think the consequences of messing with the fabrics of time are getting really loose here. Yeah, doesn't bringing her back before she dies for the Soul Stone mean nobody ever got the Soul Stone in the first place? That's not how time travel works, you dumb. Oh, okay, well that clears up everything. Thanks.
Hey, wait, what about Old Man Rogers?
Cap is still old! Yes, I believe I am.
We can fix that too.
We can?
Of course we can.
I'd rather ask Cap some questions about him sitting back and letting history play out exactly the
here we
same
go.
way. Where he go to another dimension. So many questions. No, let's make him young again.
Yay!
Okay, here we go.
Wow. I think you just invented immortality.
Time travel!
Oh,
Everybody lives!
What did she say?
something
Something our good movie.
That was great. That was one of their best. That was one of their best.
That was
yeah,
so
it
much
John
fun.
Bailey.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gotta be one of the.
You're Loki. No, I'm not. I'm you from the future. You're
Show the rest.
Just around.
You're pointing at my butt. Stop pointing at my butt. It's rude to point. It's even ruder to point at butts.
Guys, thanks so much for watching. We know a lot of you have been waiting for this episode, and that's why I'm happy to let you know that we have an alternate in-game Hizzy in the works for hopefully next week, so please be sure to come back for that one.
Wow.
Also, we have a new t-shirt in our store featuring the true savior of the universe. So if you feel like supporting this channel,
Avenger.
please consider treating
Yes.
yourself to this beauty.
So attractive.
Comes in lots of colors and styles, so go check them out. Okay, that's all for now. We'll see you next time. Bye!
That was amazing.
That was great.
That was every bit worked
Mm-hmm.
like amazingly.
I loved it.
Especially Batman, just stepping in with the snap.
Even the Batman one was good. And Batman.
Yeah. I'm inevitable. I am Groot.
What I love about what the Hizzy group does is they make like these hilarious bits, but every once in a while, and I feel like actually a lot of these, I'm sure the comments are loaded with people being like, here's where that actually would work.
Wrong.
But there's a pretty good amount of these where I'm like, that would have worked.
Yeah, like that would have been fine.
Thor's hammer, especially. They found a way to just drop it on top of Thanos.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense, actually.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite ones from this
He's
compilation.
not worthy.
Anyway.
Like,
Yeah, not at all.
like, come on.
I mean, you can nitpick Endgame because you're so in the moment, you don't think about, well, why don't you just do this? So that's why I love their writers, because
Yeah.
they think about these little things that don't come into mind in the moment.
Yeah.
But they're like, actually, this lines up with what we've seen in the MCU.
If you pay attention to the rules.
Yeah, you could just drop the hammer on him and that would have kept him down. They just started kicking him. Or even when Nebula, when she's captured in the ship, and then she could have just time traveled. I don't know why that didn't work. Did they have to be at a specific point? In the movie, she had to stay there to stop Thanos from...
It was to stop Thanos from finding the stone that they were trying to find at the same time.
It's just like, Thanos knows. And that could have, like, changed the timeline or something. So I guess she had to stay. But at the same time, she was able to time travel out of that conundrum. And they wouldn't have time traveled back to their time, Thanos' team, and got that
with the
awesome
rockets.
finale.
Oh,
the rockets.
Leading into the rockets.
That was one of my biggest Endgame nitpicks. I was like, of course, suspension of disbelief, but everyone would have been dead in that headquarters.
It was ridiculous.
Scott Lang, at the very least, would have been dead.
Well, you see him slightly morph into tiny guy. Like, it's a very brief moment, but when the rocket comes down, he morphs into Ant-Man. But what this points out is, why didn't they just drop more rockets?
Have you had that much firepower to begin with?
He
Like,
clearly had it later on.
We're out of rockets. We're out of rockets, guys.
I didn't plan.
Funny enough, the Red Skull thing, like, that wouldn't work in the movie in any capacity.
But I loved it.
But the idea of Red Skull just being there, you gotta imagine he probably is just bored out of his fucking
How
mind,
long has
right?
he been there?
There's nothing to do.
Yeah, what do you do that whole time?
You just float around. Like,
Oh.
that's it.
I mean,
I'm bored as shit.
It's like, you know, it's like you can only touch yourself for so long.
His skin didn't always look like that.
Is all of him red?
So raw.
No, it's just his face that's red, right?
Oh, I don't know. I gotta check. Now, probably
Now.
all of him is red.
Can
Yeah.
you look it up later and text me, Katrina? Thanks.
And if you find any detailed photographs or drawings, by all means, you know.
I'm gonna group chat it.
Well, the Wong moment, too, at the end.
Yes! Wong!
That's something he has covered before with, like, Doctor Strange being able to do that. Because that's established in Infinity War when
he...
Wong does that to someone, takes off the person's arm. I don't know why they never bothered to bring that into play ever again.
That totally could have...
That would have worked.
That's also one that would have worked. I love
Mirror
that.
dimension,
Wong.
and then you just drop him through.
And also that whole bit at the end with the time travel stuff, I gotta give them a lot of credit for that, because a lot of people have come out really confused about the way the timeline works and the way time travel works. And for me, I surprisingly wasn't confused. I understood the way their rules worked with time travel, but with their rules of how time travel works, couldn't they have done some of these things? Like, not all of them. Not all of them are like, wait, that doesn't work. But some of them could have really worked.
It hurts my brain because half the time I get the concept of everything that you yourself have done, no matter where you've traveled in time, is your past experiences. So, like, I get that aspect, but like, yeah, if they swipe up Black Widow before she goes to get the stone, then wouldn't they create an alternate timeline where it's just creating like another outcome where they lost? So
I mean, that's what's really established when the Hulk is talking with the Ancient One, is that it creates multiple timelines.
Yeah.
The idea with Cap at the end is he's in an alternate timeline. But at the same time, it can get confusing when you really like dive deep. I try to keep my mind simple about it, but then when I like dive deep, I'm like, okay, now my head's starting to hurt itself.
Yeah, would that just create another one of the outcomes where we lose?
Right.
Like, shit.
Either way, this whole video was hilarious. Willy
Wonka.
Willy Wonka.
Really well constructed, really well thought out. I loved it. Listen, guys, How It Should Have Ended can use some followers, and I know they're
always
really
struggling.
I know they're happy we're covering their video because they're like, oh, thank God, we could use a boost from these guys. So go subscribe to their channel. Check out Katrina Aliasha on Instagram and Twitter. Subscribe to the Reject Nation. Please click notification bells to get notified whenever we have a video. And Lance, look, if your girlfriend's watching, he's not cheating on you. But
the truth comes out.
If your child is watching, you're adopted. I'm just letting you know that you are not the biological child of Lance Dorr. I'm really sorry to break the news to you, buddy, but that's what's going on right now. You have a beautiful name, which I can't remember it, but you are blessed to have the foster parents you have. Now, and Lance, if you want me to cut this out of the video, triple your pledge, and we're good to go, buddy.
Oh, yeah, that was a very rousing shout.
Uh-huh. Good stuff.
And remember that you're special no matter who your parents are.
No.
Your biology doesn't count as much as the people who love and
Who
care
love
for
you
you.
and
And
No.
more adoptions ought to happen in the world.
Yeah, if you want some type of little Damien running around. 666 is what I'm saying.
We have 666,000 subscribers now. That was like all the comments on yesterday's
But
video.
not 166,666 subscribers.
I know, we gotta get there.
After that, we're freezing the channel.
done. No more allowed. End it there.